Hi there, it's Cassie Lehman here with LightPoint Portfolios, and we're here to discuss this week's infrequently asked question. Lately, I've had advisors who would say to me, I've talked to my clients about biblically responsible investing, but they're really just not interested. So the infrequently asked question, the question you should be asking is, what's wrong with my delivery when I'm talking about biblically responsible investing? So there's some good news here, right? I believe that your clients probably are interested in biblically responsible investing, but the bad news is your delivery might be influencing their decision. So if you were here talking with me, the first thing I would ask you is how you feel about faith-based investing. And if you are thinking about this as a marketing tool, or hey, I have one or two Christian clients, maybe they might be interested in this, but you are not convinced that this is something that you should be doing in your practice or that you really want to do in your practice, then that's going to really influence your clients. You have the ability to take the lead and really show them all of the possibilities. Oftentimes we think we just need to give our clients all of the options and then let them choose. And the truth of the matter is they are looking to us for leadership. They don't really know what the right answers are. And just think about how many times your clients say, I don't know, what do you think we should do? So the first thing I really want you to think about is how you feel about faith-based investing or biblically responsible investing, because that's a big influencer. If you have in your mind the idea that if I do biblically responsible investing, my performance is going to be worse and my fees are going to be higher, that is going to influence how you talk to clients about it. I don't believe that that's true, not for a minute. And that is certainly not how I would lead this conversation. But if you don't think that this is a good investment, that is absolutely going to come across. And that's really why I did so much research about this in the beginning, because I wasn't convinced that this was a good way to invest. And so I had to ask questions and interview people and just dig through every resource I could find. So if you just think, oh, that would be like a nice extra thing to put into my practice, it's really going to show in the way that you talk to your clients about it. So this is what we do when we're talking to a new client. In part of our interview process, we will ask them the question, are there any companies or business practices that you would rather not invest in because of your faith or other values? And so either they usually will say yes, and here's a list, or they'll say, I don't have any idea what you're talking about, because they've never spoken about that before. So I will say to someone, well, there are certain companies and business practices that we choose not to invest in because we feel like they take advantage of other people. We talk about addictions, that companies that promote addictions really take advantage of people, and we don't want to make money that way. And I spend a little bit of time talking about screening. I try to do it in a winsome way. I don't do it with disgust or what we're against or anything like that. I really talk about people and how we really want to love people, and we don't want to invest in things that do not promote human flourishing. That's what I talk about. And then on the flip side, I talk about wanting to invest in companies that are looking to be a blessing in the world through the products that they provide, the way they treat their employees, the activities in the community. And your clients do not need to be Christian to be excited about this. And if you can't tell, I'm really excited about this, and I think it's infectious. So if you are giving this delivery about, well, here's something maybe you might want to think about, that's not really compelling. You really need to understand what the offering is, and once you do, I just want to really encourage you, you will be super excited about it, and then you will just be excited to tell your clients about it. So one of the other things that I do is I have examples of God-honoring companies. So I'm going to give you, I'm going to just show you, if you were at the Kingdom Advisor Conference, Eventide just put out this new piece that's called Portfolio Impact Highlights, and it talks about the different companies that they invest in. I would not use these stories if you're not investing in Eventide, let me just say that. But these are amazing stories that you can tell people, and they get excited about the kinds of things that they're investing in. When I first started learning about BRI, I learned about one of the companies that Eventide was investing in that is making progress in the area of muscular dystrophy. And so I was a physical therapist for years. I was treating these boys and knowing, here you're 12 years old and in 8 or 10 years you're not going to be with us anymore because it's a progressive and horrible disease. And now they are reversing the effects of muscular dystrophy. I mean, I couldn't imagine that. And it is so exciting. And I get excited about talking about these companies with our clients. And then they love being able to kind of follow and knowing that they're invested in these companies. Another thing we do for Beacon Wealth is we write a Shining Light Company Spotlight every month where we take a company and we kind of tell the story of the company and how they got started. Many of them have Christian roots, and it's one of the favorites of our clients. And so you want to have some examples in your back pocket to talk about. And I think really the summary here is how excited are you about BRI? And that is really going to influence how excited your clients are going to be. There's a quote, and I don't know who it's attributed to, that says, if you're interested, you'll do what's convenient, but if you're committed, you will do whatever it takes. So when I started this journey, I interviewed advisors, I asked them questions. How do you talk about this? How do you present this? How do you overcome this objection? In the Kingdom Advisors Resource Library, there is a BRI community group call that I did with Rick Lehman, Mike Kuckel, and Alex Ellis. And it's all about overcoming objections. And it is rich with information from advisors who answer these questions each and every day. So that library is a great resource for you also. All right, you want to talk about this some more? You have some questions? Just email me, Cassandra@beaconwealth.com. Looking forward to talking to you next time. God bless.